afternoon, good evening, whatever time you guys are watching the stream. So the stock number says supposed to be a decent amount of pairs available, but we'll see. We'll see in the next few minutes, or should I say, the next 23 minutes. I gotta say that orange is definitely popping. Being a Bears fan, I'm definitely gonna love it if I can get my hands on a pair of these. Match these up real good with the orange Bears jersey. Lately, they've been letting Kobe's go. I guess you could say numbers ain't been too bad, but I guess it depends on which Kobe it is. Because at the end of the day, I need a hand. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, guys. If I can pull this up, I'll put it on the screen. So I don't know if y'all believe this or not. When y'all be seeing it, some people saying it's supposed to be over 40,000 pairs. Some people saying it's supposed to be over 35,000 pairs. So with the grade school pair Slayer, I guess it depends on what size you get. You can always make a profit off of them. They're Kobe, so you shouldn't have too much of a problem. I mean, let's see what they're going for on Golden StockX. Actually, let me check StockX out. It seems like everybody likes to go to StockX when they want a cheaper price on sneakers. All right, let's see. So right now, obviously, bigger sizes is gonna, be more profitable. So I'm a size 9 or 9.5, depending on what day it is. And right now, resale for those are going for 244. Retail is what on these? What's the retail on these? 190. So I guess that's somewhat of a profit. And let's see what the grade school sizes are going for. Kobe 6, total orange. Grade school. All right, retail on the grade school sizes is 120. So, which is that's crazy. A size 3.5 is going for 188. And like a size 7 is going for 147. So I guess you make right now if you was to be reselling them, your probably if it was a grade school size, you could make like a 20 something dollar profit. Mind you, these prices are gonna definitely change. They're definitely gonna change after they release. Prices always change on sneakers after they actually come out. But with the rumors saying that it's supposed to be over 35 to 40,000 pairs, it shouldn't be too much of a problem for those that are actually going for them. I'm gonna try my luck and see if I can get me a pair too. But if I don't, it's okay. You know, it's not gonna be the end of the world if I don't get a pair. Plus, we got the Aqua 8s coming out tomorrow too. So, I mean, sneakers ain't cheap. I know it's a lot of people that's gonna be spending their money wisely because you know some people can't decide if they're gonna get the Kobe's or the Aquas. I think what most people are gonna be doing though, if I was a guessing man, a lot of people are gonna try their luck going for the Kobe's today. And if they don't get their hands on a pair of the Kobe's, then they're gonna be going for the Aqua Ace tomorrow. Cause let's be real, I want to say if you go on JD, if you had exclusive access on JD, um, I think it's still going on. You got like maybe a couple of hours left. Let me see right quick. I could check it out. And this is for pre-order, of course. So yeah, you still got 3 hours left for for exclusive access. And that's my exclusive access here. If it shows up, I know my camera ain't doing no justice. There we go. So I didn't cop on exclusive access because I'm not tripping. I'm not worried if I'm gonna be able to get a pair or not. I still got my old pair looking crisp and clean too. To be honest with you guys, like my Bugs Bunnies, they still looking good too. Let me see. Yeah, them bad boys on the shelf right now. I gotta get a ladder. I gotta get a ladder if I'm gonna get those bad boys down. But my Bugs Bunnies are still looking good. My Aquas are still looking good too. So I'm not tripping too much. I'm gonna definitely get my hands on a pair, but it's one of those things. It's one of those things like if I don't get my hands on a pair, I'm not tripping because at the end of the day, a lot of times I do get my hands on sneakers just to make content. Some of the sneakers I don't even keep. All right, guys, we got 14 minutes before they going and drop these Kobe's on us. So at the end of the day, those of y'all that know this orange is actually inspired by the WNBA. Now question is, how many of you guys actually watch the WNBA? That's the real question here. I'm not even gonna ask if you guys are Kobe fans when he was playing or whatever, or if you like Kobe sneakers. But let's really talk about it. How many of you guys actually watch the WNBA? Me personally, I actually watch it here and there. I'm not like I'm not like a hardcore fan. I'm not gonna sit here and say I watch it every day. There's a game, but I mean I'm a Chicago fan, so I do watch the Sky here and there when I can catch a game. But NBA season, I dang sure watch the Bulls all the time. But that's definitely the real question here. How many of you guys actually watch the WNBA? I mean, did you guys even know that the orange had a bit of a WNBA inspiration behind it? Let's talk about it. I mean, if I do get my hands on these and I do a review on them, I mean, I will talk about it in the video because I'm all about the story on any pair of sneakers I get my hands on. Any pair of sneakers I do a video on, I'm all about the story. I love when a sneaker has a good story on it, for the inspiration and stuff. Can't lie though, these bad boys are definitely clean. Just the way the orange, like the sole, that translucent sole look, I like it a lot. But it's a lot of places that are releasing these, so I'm kind of believing that it's gonna be 40,000 pairs. It may be more. You never know. Cause you could do a raffle on. I want to say Foot Locker was doing a raffle, Champs was doing a raffle, but I want to say it was the ship to me option, if I'm not mistaken. I'll look at it right now, guys. I want to say it's a ship to me option though. Upcoming releases. Oh, it's not popping up on my feed. Maybe I was wrong. I was wrong. I tell you what pair is popping up though when I pull up the app. Them all orange James Harden sneakers. And actually, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm tripping. Foot Locker did do a raffle on them, so it was for in-store pickup only though. Which I'm sure if you live in the LA area and you did in-store pickup, I'm pretty sure a few of those Foot Lockers out that way did get a few pairs. That's one thing I miss about living in Cali, man. Those of you that didn't know, I used to live in Cali. I lived in Cali for quite some time. When I first moved out there, I stayed in LA for like maybe a year and some change, and then I moved from there to San Diego. But I bring this up because when I was living out there, it was so easier. It was way more easy to get sneakers out there than it is out here. Cause let's be real, like mainly the big cities, Chicago, L.A., New York, a lot of those places get their hands on sneakers a lot better than us that don't live in those cities do. I mean, they have options. That's one thing I will say. I don't plan on living in Colorado forever. I do want to move back home to Chicago eventually, but I'll tell you guys one thing, man. That's one thing I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to, having a lot more, options. Cause it'd be tight to when they do like the reservations and stuff like that is, and then you open the sneakers app and they like, oh, it's only for LA residents, it's only for New York residents, or so on and so forth. And that stuff, man, I be hating that, man. Like the release that got me the most when they did like the reservation on the sneakers app was when they did those Tekken phone posits. Man, I was hot about that. Still ain't got my hands on a pair of them bad boys because you had to be like at the gaming event to get those. You know, crazy. And I think the resale on those bad boys going for a lot of money right now too. I be hate when they do them sneakers at reserve, man. The sneaker pads be like, yeah, only Chicago, only New York, man. That stuff is so annoying. I know I'm not the only person that feel this way. I know I'm not the only person that feel this way. Because as soon as that notification pop up on your sneakers app and it be like sneakers reserved, I guarantee you everybody look at it. But most of the time, again, like I said, it's only for certain cities that get that, man. I think that's not fair. Nike need to quit doing that, man. I mean, I can go into a whole rant about how Nike is claiming that they don't want people reselling their sneakers, but at the same time, here and there, with depending on the collab or whatever sneaker it is, they always make it limited. And then they do a sneakers reserve in only select cities and stuff. So what about the cities that can get the sneaker? What about the cities that don't get the reserve? You know, it becomes a problem. And then basically at the end of the day, you stuck with, okay, you didn't get your hands on a pair of sneakers that you wanted, but you know you can still pay resale and get them if you do. But who wants to really pay resale at the end of the day? I know I don't. Have I paid resale? Absolutely, on quite a few pairs of shoes, but I know, like anybody else, I'm gonna choose to pay retail before I pay resale. That's just the reality of the situation. All right, guys, we got 6 minutes. 6 minutes before these bad boys drop. 6 minutes. Time is going by pretty fast, man. Pretty fast. Hope everybody's having a good Friday as well. By the way, you know, I know usually we don't do we don't. I know usually we don't get sneaker releases during the week. It's usually on Saturdays and stuff. But you know, it's nice for them to switch it up here and there. It's nice for them to switch it up at times. Man, oh man, I remember when I was in the military, and it was certain sneakers that would come out on a weekday. Man, I would literally, when they were like, you know, go get lunch, whatever, I would literally, instead of eating lunch, I would leave off base and drive to the mall in uniform and everything, hurry up and go on finish line or Foot Locker, whatever store was doing the release, get my pair, throw them in my car, and zoom right back to post. Shoot. Had an empty stomach and everything, but at least I got my sneakers. I could always eat lunch later. Ain't nothing wrong with fasting. Nothing wrong at all with fasting. I mean, I could talk about this now because I'm not in the military no more. But there were times when I wasn't when I was in active duty army, when I was in the National Guard, and like, man, we would like have formation at a certain time, and I would never forget this. I remember I had one of my guys with me too. Me and him both had to be in formation, and I heard and went to the mall. That was like a 20-minute drive. Zoomed to that bad boy. I remember I picked up a pair of Yeezys. It was the Yeezy Lundmarks, whatever you want to call them. Non-reflective ones too. I had a change of clothes in my back seat. Hurry up and change clothes. Ran into the mall. Was in line waiting to get my pair. My homeboy was with me the whole time. He's like, "Man, you crazy, man. We gonna be late. We gonna be late." I'm like, "No, we ain't. No, we ain't." Got those sneakers. Hurry up and walked out of the mall. I was in my backseat changing back in uniform. Literally got to formation. We got there like about like what 5 10 minutes right before formation. We had to, right before the time formation was. We got there with like 5 or 10 minutes to spare, and I was like, "Yep, I told you we weren't gonna be late." And this dude was like, "Man," he's like, "You and your sneakers, man." Hey, I was like, "Hey, gotta do what you gotta do." I mean, some people got other habits. Some people like to spend their money gambling. You know, I like to spend my money on sneakers when I do have the money for it. That's just me. That's just me. But you gotta, depending on how numbers are on certain sneakers, you just gotta put the legwork in. And it's always a good feeling when you put so much legwork in for a certain pair of sneakers or whatever, and you finally get that dub, man. That's like Christmas time, man. That's like Christmas time for a sneakerhead. Like think about it. Let's say if it was a pair of Travis Scott you going for, and you put in all these raffles and stuff, and you finally get that one dub out of like 10 or 20 raffles that you entered in for, or like let me see, the Harito Dunks. I remember I drove like 2.5 hours to Boulder, Colorado, just to put in for at a snake shop. Didn't even know if I was gonna hit on that raffle. Got called the day after and drove another 2.5 hours there again. So you think about it, that was some driving I was doing. I drove 2.5 hours there, 2.5 hours back. That's like 5 hours in my day. And then got called the next day. I drove another 2.5 hours to get them. 2.5 hours back, man. I did some driving just to get those sneakers. And the crazy thing is, guys, I ain't even wore them yet. I did a video on them, but I ain't even wore them yet. All right, guys, we got 1 minute and counting. Technically 30 seconds. Good luck to everybody. I hope whoever wants a pair get the size they want. You know, not everybody's gonna get a pair, but I'm just still gonna say good luck to everybody because you all deserve it. And I'll see if I'll be getting me a pair. I got somebody else putting in for a pair of sneakers for me too. It's always nice to have that extra help. All right, guys. Good luck. The shoe is now available. Let's see. First come, first serve, of course. It's nice that they actually did that instead of did a drawing, right? Of course. I am in there pending. You're in line. Removing bots, verifying submissions, checking availability. The never ending wait. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people that don't hit on these, they definitely gonna be going for those Aqua A's tomorrow. I don't think them Aqua 8s are gonna sell out immediately, but those bad boys will sell because even though 8s don't do well like other pairs of Jordans, that is a pair of Jordan 8s that a lot of people love. I mean, how could you not like the Aqua 8s though, man? The bad boys is clean. Anybody getting them dubs? Let us know in the chat. Pending, pending. I wonder how long the results gonna come before they say you didn't get them or you got them. that resale is gonna be on. I don't plan on reselling my pair if I do get lucky enough to get a pair, but I don't I don't plan on reselling them if I do get lucky. Hold on, let me refresh and see how we looking. Let's see. Of course, these two sizes are. I'm surprised they're still showing big sizes available, which is crazy. Usually the big sizes be the ones that go first. And it's still showing that I'm pending. It's a nice long wait, guys. Sneakers released 3 minutes ago. I'm still showing as pending. Has anybody got them dubs yet? Put them dubs in the chat if you did. Let me see. Man, that green, that orange is definitely popping on them Kobe's though. Like looking at the pictures more and more, that orange is really popping. It's a clean shoe. You can't deny it. Shoot, even the slides is that orange on them slides is popping. Anybody cop? Anybody get lucky? Man, I can't believe I'm still pending. This is crazy. Cause I know a lot of people. I know some people. I'm looking at Twitter right now. Some people are already getting they dubs. That's crazy. I just want to know if I hit on my account or not. Up, didn't get them. Didn't get them, guys. Let me see. Sold out in your size. Please select a different size and try again. I'm not surprised. Let's see what sizes are available. Oh boy, a lot of those sizes are sold out. You got size 9.5 through size 12.5 available though. I'm not even gonna try my luck. Hold on, I got a text message, guys. Hold on, let me see. Up. Told y'all I had somebody helping out. Had some help. It's always nice. It's always nice to have them lifelines. It's always nice to have them lifelines. Congrats to everybody that did hit. Those of you that didn't, don't trip. You know, don't trip. A L today could mean a W tomorrow. You never know. You never know, guys. I mean, I think a lot of people was going for these as well. Even though they wasn't as limited like other pairs of Kobe's have been, There was a lot of people going for these. I'm shocked that I'm even gonna get my hands on a pair of these. I didn't think I would. Let's see what the numbers are looking like. It's still showing a few sizes available, guys. You got your size 10. I'm surprised it's showing 12 and a half available. That can't be real. Usually 12 and a half goes super fast. This is nuts. I really do like the sole of that of this Kobe. I really do. I love that translucent sole on this Kobe. I give it a few more minutes and I guarantee all sizes will be sold out. I guarantee you guys. Look at that. Slowly but surely they're going. Not surprised at all. I am not surprised, guys. I give it another minute and I'm gonna refresh and we'll see what sizes are left. Probably be none after that. Look at that. Told you. Told you them sizes were gonna fly. I knew it. That 11 and a half is already gone. I guarantee that 11 and a half is gone. That thing is gone like yesterday. Gone. Congrats again to everybody that was able to cop and get you a pair of them. Stooky, what's going on? Watch. I guarantee you guys after I refresh, that last size is gonna be out of there. Look at that. Sold out. What'd I tell you guys? That's grade school. Adult sizes sold out. And Kobe's didn't stand a chance. They did not stand a chance. Once again, congrats to everybody that was able to cop. I hope you guys got the size you wanted. Um, yeah, we got the Aqua 8s releasing tomorrow. So if you didn't hit on the Kobe's today, you still got your shot at the Aqua 8s if you are going for them. Um, I don't think the Aqua 8s is going to be as hard as of a shoe to get like the Kobe's were today. So don't trip. There's always another shoe. I say this all the time when sneakers release. There's always going to be another shoe that you can, have a chance to get your hands on, and there will be more Kobe's, and you never know. These Kobe's might restock. Just look at all these places that got pairs of these. They just might restock in about a couple of weeks or so. You never know. Yeah, Stoop, they definitely is a nice color, man. They definitely is. Nike wanted to release these just in time for All Star Weekend. Speaking of, who do you guys think is gonna win that 3-point contest? I do not think Caitlin Clark is gonna come out of there winning that contest. That's just me. I ain't got nothing against her, but I don't think she's gonna win that contest. She's going against Sabrina. She's going against Kelsey. That's already challenging right there. Yeah, I saw that those Kobe's are coming out. That's gonna be a definite cop too. That's definitely a pair that I need to add to my collection. That's for sure. 2026 honors Kobe's passion for women's basketball, channeling the mom of the total orange and cosmic clay shoe. Features an iconic snakeskin textured upper, metallic silver accents combined with a translucent outsole for an icy finish. Definitely be excited to get my hands on these pair and pump out a video for you guys. You know, we just gonna definitely keep this bad boy moving. Oh yeah, them zooms are definitely comfortable. They definitely comfortable. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this bad boy up. I appreciate each and every last one of you guys that did tune in and check out my live. We might go live again tomorrow for the release of those Aqua 8s. So I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon. And yeah, y'all have a safe Friday. Don't get too crazy. And we're gonna just wrap this bad boy up. Stay blessed, stay fresh. Love your loved ones like it's no tomorrow. Until then, I'm gonna see you all very, very soon.